baby grabs your mouth, pulls your cheek, or squeezes your chin like he needs your face right now, most people laugh it off, and sometimes it really is play. But if his hand comes up right after you looked away, before he cries, or while he is staring at your mouth, grab may not be random at all. It may be one of the first ways your baby asks for connection, before he has the words to ask. Do not only watch the grab, watch the moment before it. Maybe you were talking to someone else. Maybe your eyes moved to your phone. Maybe you were holding him, but your attention was somewhere else. Then his hand comes up. That is the part that matters. By the end of this video, you will know what to notice before the grab, what his little hand may be asking for, and how one small response can make him feel more connected to you. Not perfectly handled, not corrected, just more understood. And there is one version of this that matters most. When the grab gets stronger right before the cry, it can look like your baby suddenly became rough, but it may be the last signal before his feelings spill over. We will come back to that, because once you see it, you may never look at that little hand the same way again. First, start with the quiet version. Your baby is close enough to touch you. He is in your arms, on your lap, or lying near you while you change him. Nothing dramatic is happening. Then your attention shifts. Your eyes move away. Your voice turns towards someone else. Your face is still close, but for a second, your attention is not. And then his hand reaches up to your cheek, your chin, your mouth. Before he understands your words, your face is one of the first answers he knows. When you look back, something in him can settle. When your expression softens, the room can feel safer. When your face turns away, even for a moment, he may feel the connection change before he knows what changed. So that little hand on your cheek is not always random movement. It can be a question. Are you still with me? Did I lose you? Can I bring you back? That is why the same grab can feel playful one moment and serious the next. A laughing baby may be enjoying the game, but a quiet baby who suddenly pulls your mouth or chin toward him may be doing something more specific. He may be trying to find you again in the only way his body knows how. This does not mean you did anything wrong. It means your baby is still too young to say, "Look at me, stay with me, come back for a second." So his hand says it first. And once you understand that, this behavior changes. It is not just a cute habit. It is not just busy baby hands. It becomes one of the earliest ways your baby uses your attention to feel safe. And the next part matters, because where he grabs first can change what he may be asking for. A hand on your cheek is not always the same as a hand on your mouth. Now look at the first place his hand goes, because a hand on your cheek is not always asking the same thing as a hand on your mouth. When your baby reaches for your cheek or your chin, watch what happened right before it. Were you looking at him, then suddenly looking away? Were you holding him, but answering someone else? Were you close enough for him to touch, but just far enough in attention that he felt the change? Then his hand comes up. He touches your cheek. He pulls your chin. He turns your face back toward him. In that moment, he may not be asking for play. He may be asking for your return. And that changes how you see the whole behavior. Because the important part is not only the grab, it is what happens after you come back. If you look at him and his hand loosens, notice that. If his eyes stay on yours for a second, notice that. If his body settles after your face returns, notice that. Those are the clues. He may have been asking the simplest question his body knows how to ask. Are you here with me again? That does not mean you have to stare at your baby every second. It means the moment before the grab matters. A small response can be enough. You turn back. You soften your face. You say, "I'm here," not as a performance, not as a rule, just as a tiny return. And for a baby, that tiny return can feel big. Now the mouth is different. When his hand goes straight to your lips, especially while you are talking, singing, or smiling close to him, he may be trying to connect two things he does not fully understand yet: the voice he trusts and the face it comes from. That is why some babies become very still for a second when they touch your mouth. They hear you, they see your lips move, they reach for the place where your comfort seems to begin. So the first thing to notice is simple. Cheek or chin often points to attention. Mouth often points to voice. And the clue is what happens next. Does he relax? Does he smile? Does he keep searching? That is how the grab starts becoming readable. Not random, readable. And the next version can feel more confusing because sometimes your baby grabs harder right before he cries. And sometimes the grab changes. It is no longer soft. It is not the curious little hand on your cheek. It comes faster. Your baby gets quiet first. His eyes look heavier. The toy stops mattering. His face changes before the cry starts. Then his hand reaches up and grabs you harder. Your cheek, your mouth, your chin. And for a second, it can feel confusing because the baby who wanted connection now feels almost too intense. But this is the moment many parents misunderstand. A stronger grab does not always mean your baby is being rough on purpose. Sometimes it is the last signal before the feeling spills over. Maybe the room was too loud. Maybe too many people touched him. Maybe he was passed from one pair of arms to another. Maybe he was tired, hungry, or already holding more than his little body could manage. And before the cry comes out, his hand looks for the one thing that still makes sense: your face. Not because he wants to hurt you, because he is trying to reach you before he loses himself in the feeling. That is why this version matters. The grab is not always the problem. Sometimes, the grab is the warning light. If your baby has ever grabbed your face right before crying, write his name in the comments. You may have noticed one of those tiny signals many people miss. And watch what happens next, because this is where the message becomes clearer. If he grabs harder, then relaxes when you look at him, he may have been asking for your return. If he grabs harder, then turns his face into you, he may be trying to hide from the room. If he grabs harder, then cries anyway, his hand may have been the final reach before the feeling became too big. That does not make him bad. It does not make you late. It means his body tried to ask before his voice could. And this is the response that protects the connection. You do not have to laugh it off. You do not have to panic. You do not have to let him hurt you. You can gently hold his hand, bring your face close enough for him to find you, and keep your expression calm. A soft, steady, "I'm here," can give him something to organize around. Not because those words are magic, because your face, your voice, and your presence arrive together. And to a baby who is about to fall apart, that togetherness can feel like a place to land. The real point is not that every grab means one exact thing. It does not. Your baby is still a baby. Sometimes he is playing. Sometimes he is exploring. Sometimes his hands move faster than his control. But when you start watching the moment around the grab, the behavior becomes easier to read. What happened before? Where did his hand go first? What changed after you looked back? Those 3 little questions can turn a random habit into a signal. And that is what connection often looks like in the beginning. Not perfect words, not perfect reactions. Tiny moments where your baby reaches and you understand a little more of what he meant. So the next time his hand goes to your face, you do not have to see only roughness, silliness, or a cute habit. you can pause for 1 second and notice. Maybe he is asking for your attention. Maybe he is following your voice. Maybe he is reaching for you before the feeling gets too big. And maybe in that tiny hand on your cheek, your baby is showing you something simple. Your face is not just familiar to him. It is one of the places where he finds you. And when he finds you, the world can feel a little easier to understand. If this helped you understand your baby differently, subscribe to the Baby Code. Here, we decode the small signals babies give before they can explain them. And there is another signal parents often misunderstand. Watch this next. When your baby climbs on you, here's what they're really asking for.